Hi guys, on this video it's about the famous Filipino attorney Lashed at Filipinos, Mr. Pogi, German aftermath. So in case you have not seen him, he's a Filipino lawyer, and then he is almost doing the same thing like I was doing a reaction video with the current affair, with whatever is going on right now. He'll give you the legal side or just his experience, his opinion about whatever he's watching. I have seen him even took on somebody like as big as Rafi Tulfo. So this guy has no fear. He speak the truth. So he's a blessing for the Filipino community to understand what's going on also the right of the people. Unfortunately for foreigner, he only used Tagalog, but that doesn't mean he doesn't speak English. He speaks perfect English, very good English, but he just want to cater to the Filipino community. All right, so maybe I don't know if maybe he has other channel, because I know he have a couple of multiple channel. Maybe he use English on because I heard him speak English, and he speak very good English. Well, he's a lawyer for once, But anyway, I was watching that he was kind of a little bit upset at the Filipino. Sometimes I feel the same way. But even though we understand because of the poverty, on this particular video that he was actually the title was Mr. Pogi German, kasalanan ng Filipino ito. So again, the title was in Filipino. What's that mean? About Mr. Pogi German, this is the fault of the Filipino. What's that mean? Why become the Filipino fault? And then he was explaining while he was watching about the arrest video on TV. He was explaining his side. So let's go what he's saying. What he was saying is this video is it's about Mr. Pogi. It's about prostitution, and then we all know the reason about prostitution. It because of hardship, of poverty, that most of the Filipino suffering. That's why they go to prostitution. It's almost everybody can understand that. And then the sad part was the bad guys, like foreigners, even the local Filipino, they know that. And he continued, he was saying, all you need to do is to just flash 1,000 peso and give it to a poor, especially a poor Filipina, or maybe even to a Filipino. And then everybody will say, oh, we'll praise you. You are a good person. But in reality, you are really exploiting that, that victim. I call it a victim. Even attorney. His name is Attorney Libayan. I don't know if I mentioned. Like I said, he's, Libayan, Attorney Libayan. According to Attorney Libayan, actually, people will praise you in the Philippines because they love this kind of thing. Filipino, they love this kind of feel-good things, but they have not. This is also according to Attorney Libayan. They are, the way of thinking are too shallow. They are not seeing, the whole picture of exploitation. And then what happens, somebody like Mr. Pogi, or they're going to be more, foreigner will see this and they say, hey, there's a money making to be made in the Philippines. All I need to do, I quit my job. I hate my 9 to 5 job. I quit my job, and I have a good face. I'm white. I'm foreigner. I'll just go to the Philippines. I go to the Philippines and I flush, 1,000. What is 1,000 peso? 1,000 peso is about $20. So I can just flush a $20 and then give it to the poor and make a content, and everybody will praise me, and I will have a 10 million view. And in return, I make more money than I give by using these people. That's why you will see more and more like this, something like that. And that's what we call poverty porn. I didn't know there's a word for it, and I learned that from attorney Libayan. That's why they call it poverty porn. And we have seen this over and over again. We before I go too farther, let's go watch more what he was saying. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna listen to what he's saying. 1 second, and I will translate it. All right. So he was saying that Filipino mga uto-to. That's it. Tagalog, mga uto-to, mababaw ang isip, and then so basically he was saying that the Filipino are easy to fool, and then all you need to do is just give 1,000 peso, and they will worship you. They will say you are a very kind person, and they will worship you, and you will make a lot of money, and you're gonna be famous. And the sad part was when this video was shown to the people, the first reaction was actually from the women, the Filipinas, who are actually bashing the young lady. They were calling her all kind of name or something like that. Instead of bashing that German pogi, they are bashing the victim. So this is the thing also in the Philippines. They kind of I hate to say this because I'm in Florida, but this is also according to attorney Libayan. People kind of worship a foreigner, because of, I guess, of the look or color of skin. I don't know, but this is according to Libayan. They like to worship foreigners. So I can understand this back in the 80s or in the 90s, but now this is a 2023. People supposed to be smarter, but there's still a lot of them. I still go crazy, and this is a big problem. That's why you will see a lot of foreigners. Like, I have no clue. I've seen two couple. I think one is from Australia or something. I cannot remember the couple. They consider to be famous. They got lots of followers. I tell you, I hate it. I never watched them. The couple, basically they are, they go there. They go to the Philippines. Like, they may be from Australia or Austria. They go to the Philippines, or I think one is from UK. They go to the Philippines, and then they're having a vacation, and they film themselves, and they go see, let's say Englishman trying balut for the first time, or Englishman trying to have kare or something like pancit, something like that. And then what happened? All the Filipino, especially the poor Filipino, like my favorite mayor Isko was saying, they don't have money for to put food on the table, but they have money to buy data for their phone load, so they can watch this this type of video, of content. They love this type of content. And attorney Libana was saying, wake up, Filipino, don't be fooled. The problem is because of the Filipino itself. You are creating your own problem. If you don't support this type of content, it would stop. But no, I mean, people are flocking to this, like the Mr. Pogi German just did the video, got 11 million view. I don't know how many view now. It could be more than that now. See, that's a problem. And then if you something like that, if a foreigner, a viewer from doesn't matter where, if they're seeing, they will say, hey, there's some money to be made. I better go there right now and start my own, and start, try to pretend that I was helping the poor. I mean, I'm not saying all of them are just exploiting people, but majority, I would say, they are. And then like a hungry Syrian, is a hungry Syrian something wanderer or something like that. I don't like to watch that. It's same thing, he is, for me, this is just my opinion. I mean, I know a lot of people will say he's a good person. I know, there's no denying that he was a good person. At the same time, he's also exploiting the Filipino, in my eyes. It's just in my eyes. I'm sure attorney Libayan will agree with me. If you are showing the helping the poor, you are obviously using them. We have seen it time and time again. We have seen some of them came to the Philippines with very little money, and whole and behold, in a couple of years, bought themselves a very nice 40,000 truck. All right, and because why? Because he was he was seeing that he was helping the poor. He was help them stand there together. All right, I'm going to give you 1,000 here, a peso. I give. Go ahead. Thanks my viewer. Go and thanks the viewer. All right. So the viewer and holding this, and even have to spread the money so everybody can see on camera, and then say thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Viewer. Thank you for your kindness. God bless you more. So this is sickening. I when I see this, I got sick to my stomach. This is exploitation. This is not helping. Wake up, Philippines. Wake up, again. Thanks to, somebody like attorney Libayan, and then he has a very large follower. So I hope people listen to him. Listen to him. If you want this to stop, you have to stop watching those type of, of blogger. They just using you. Don't let them use you. All right. And beside, I believe this is also according to the DSWD. You can call DSWD. You can check with DSWD. You are not supposed to be filming the recipient, the beneficiary. You're not supposed to do that. You are trying to embarrass them instead of helping them. With whatever your motive, but you are embarrassing. I've seen these people holding the money like they don't want to be there. They were so embarrassed to be on camera. Most Filipino are very timid, and they're shy people. They're reserved. And now, no. You need to show your viewer, and one of the very very good reason. So to encourage other people who probably living in US, Australia, or UK, or those European country, those wealthy country, to keep sending the money to this these people, just like Mr. Pogi and other blogger. I don't want to mention because this is about Mr. Pogi, but who am I referring to? So you can keep sending the money to them, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. So I will put a link to our good friend here, Mr. Attorney Kabayan. If you don't understand Tagalog, maybe you have a friend or a wife or girlfriend. Maybe they can translate, because it's very good. Whatever he's saying, it's very good. I don't want to go through word for word. This video could get longer. So anyway, that's my video for this one. Famous Filipino attorney Lashed out the Filipino, and hopefully it will serve as a wake up call. Oh, I almost forgot. See what the thing that kind of bothered me and attorney Libayan was as I have said it, that even I went to check mr.pogi Facebook page. There are women's Filipina who wants to date this guy. Can you believe that? It's so freaking unbelievable. And I did the interview with also a foreigner. His name is Mitch, because he went to the Philippines, and he was misrepresented. He was misrepresented as he was kind of presented as a gigolo, a millionaire, and throwing away money. And then and then he has a couple of a girlfriend. The girlfriend was in on the younger side, like I think like 19 or 21, and he was like Mitch was probably in the 50, something like that. So initially people are saying, why kind of taking advantage of young Filipina. And then when he he has a fallout with the girlfriend, two of them, and when he has a fallout, people were like bashing Mitch, like you're no good, you're user, after you use the poor young girl and you just throw them out of the street. And that was not the case. It was not the case. He may look like not like your typical nice looking guy, but he was fine. It was the fault of the Filipina, and the Filipina was cheating on him. And then finally, when the netizens find out, they were bashing that Filipina. But before that, they were bashing on Mitch. And what's sickening is after all the bashing on Mitch initially, and I seen on his I think at that time he still have a YouTube channel, or I'm not sure if it's a YouTube channel or Facebook. You should see how many Filipina are lining up themselves wants to be Mitch's girlfriend at that time. It's unbelievable. At first you say, he's a no good person, but there are more. What I'm trying to say, there are so many disparate Filipina are lining up. I mean, even let's say maybe you have a murderer or something, but he's a foreigner, you will still see a line. You're going to see a long queue on that line. They're so disparate, and that's unfortunately. I'm not kidding you. Unfortunately, this is what's happening. So hopefully, you got to have pride. People have to have pride. And I'm not saying this because now I'm in Florida. No, I was poor before. I was poor before, but I maintained my pride. And hopefully, more people will do that, especially in the Philippines. Thank you again for watching. Take care, stay safe, and God bless. Bye-bye.